All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the chapter 4. The topic is going to be marketing to engage customer and create lifetime value. So for our topic for today, chapter 4 is about marketing to engage customer and create lifetime value. All right, so I'm just going to share you a quick notes on this. Also, we'll share you my 6 points or 5 points. All right, so okay, we have to actually create the marketing for the purpose we want customers to engage in our product or in our content, basically, right? So why do we need? First of all, the objective is to get so let's start. Customer feedback and action plan, right? Customer feedback and action plan. So this customer feedback and action plan is for the next phase of your marketing campaigns and also for setting price for your next product and product quality to retain customers. All right, so marketing to engage customer and create a lifetime value. So how do we do that, right? To create the LTV, right? The first thing is that we have to do the marketing so that our customer can get more engagement on it with the contents of the products, whatever that you want to share with the customer to engage with. So the purpose of our engagement is to get a customer feedback, and based on the customer feedback, we want to create an action plan, right? An action plan is set up because we want to set a price for a new product, or maybe we want to make changes on the price of our product, right? And also to improvise on the product quality to retain customers based on their engagement and based on their feedback, right? So the objective is very simple. But now here are some of the critical points that you also have to consider when you have to create this objective, basically, right? So what we have to understand is create or have a matrix. Sorry, it's matrix, right? So the matrix is to create. One is to analysis, right? So why do we need to analyze our product? So, or say, how do we analyze a product? By number one is with the successful rate or the success rate of the product campaign, right? And also to understand why the campaign is not successful or why is it successful. Correct. So this is what we want to analyze from our matrix. And the second point is reporting. What we want to do with the report of our success and failure, not a failure actually, from a test, is to scrap out what works and what don't work, right? So we want to create a matrix to analyze our campaign and then also have the proper report for the next phase. So with our analysis, we want to understand the success rate and why the campaign is successful and why not. And with the reporting, we will be able to cut it down the things that are not worth marketing, or the product that are not needed in the menu list or to provide to the service, because sometimes you end up having a product, you have to buy the inventory, especially for food, right? What if this product is not selling? Then if nobody is buying this product, what's the use of having that product, right? So it's better to replace that product with different ingredients, or change the product itself so that you don't have to buy that inventory or have those unsold or unselling products in your stock list, right? Save your money. Okay, so how do we analyze this campaign, right? Or how do we analyze using the customer data? Right? So basically, we need a data, right? So where do we get this data from, right? The way to get this data is from customers' order history. Two is from the demographic, which we mentioned about the age, income, lifestyle before, and the preference. So the preference is about the service delivery, which is pickup, takeout, delivery, okay, or if they want to dine in. All right, we have to understand this data, and this data will help us to maximize the engagement for our campaign. Okay, so how do we get this data, right? How do we analyze? So there are a few ways, right? So now I'm going to share you my 6 points. So the first one is define customer persona. All right. So what is customer persona? Correct? Base your analyze, right? We got to create that represent different segments for your target audience. All right. So a persona is a kind of a fictional characters that embodied the characteristic, preference, and behavior of a specific group of customers. So for example, you might have a persona for busy working professionals, families, or health conscious individuals. Define customer personas. So as we mentioned here, we have few categories. So one would be working professionals. Two is people with a family or single. Third would be health conscious individuals. Right? So this is how you understand the customer persona, to analyze and engage them to create LTV. So our focus is to create LTV, but for that we have to engage the customer. How do we engage the customer? By understanding the persona of each customer. All right, that is one way, right? Define customer persona. And the other one is the next one. I'm going to go a little bit fast. Conduct market research. So based on our conduct market research, as we have already mentioned in the previous video, which is about creating your ad campaign, considering few products, also at the same time understanding your demographic, select those age, gender, income, and lifestyle, right? So conduct market research is to gain deeper understandings of your local area and your target audience, right? So look into factors such as demographic, income levels, lifestyle preference, and dining habits, which I just mentioned. This information can be obtained through census data, through the government census data, or marketing report from your local city, community, or website, or there will be some organizations They will also provide all this information, or by conducting a customer survey, right, for your target location. So what you can do is you need to understand this market research, right? And this is to get the report of your target audience. You got to really understand who your target audience is, because sometimes you try to sell the product to somebody who doesn't even require or need your service at all. So understanding this is very helpful for you to operate your business in a very effective and productive way. And the third one is utilize social media insights. So what is this, right? So take advantage of the social media insights and analytics to understand your audience better. Platform like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter provides details, demographic information about your followers, such as age, as we always mention about all this, genders, location, and interest. So this is interest is again lifestyle, right? I'll just put it as a LS. Okay. So this data can help you refine your target audience to further tailor your social media strategies accordingly, right? So with this social media insights, you will be able to create more engagement contents for a perfect audience that who you want to target. You gotta utilize the insights. Probably you already have a post in your contents, you already have some videos, you will know how people are interacting or people are commenting on your product based on all those insights. These are very helpful. And if you go into your social media, which is your Facebook or Instagram, you might also have this insights data of your business, right? With those informations, you can filter a lot of things, which is advantage for you. So number 4 is assess competitors. So you got to understand your competitor as well. So what is this? So what you have to do to assess your competitor basically is you've got to understand who your competitor is in the market, right? And study your competitors and their customer base. Identify what makes your restaurants or your food business unique and how you can be different from the other competitors. So consider targeting a niche market. Targeting a niche market, or focus on specific cuisine, right? Or dietary preference. Consider these few things to assess your competitor. So you have to understand you don't want to compete with anybody most of the time, right? Because it's not a win-win for either of the contenders. Basically, it's you and the other person, right? So consider targeting niche audience based on age, gender, location, or the income and lifestyle. This is what you can target, all right? And also focus on, if not, then you can also focus on specific cuisine, Mexican, Indian, whatever, the Middle East food, right? Or Thai cuisine, Vietnamese, right? Philippine cuisine, whatever you want to be a specialist on this particular cuisine, focus on that one, right? And also there are a lot of people who want to go with veggie, non-veggie, and all those stuffs. People who are into some sorts of keto or workout, diet things. You might also want to focus on this dietary preference. If your competitor is not providing, there's a great opportunity. You can focus on either of this to maximize your growth and to maximize your sales. All right. So Analyze your competitors or assess your competitors is the fourth point. The fifth one is refine your messaging. Refine your messaging. So once you have this clear understanding of your target audience, tailor your market message to resonate with them, right? This is very, very important. You got to resonate your product with your audience. Your audience should be able to resonate themselves with your product or with your business, with your brand, like, you know, like Nike, right? When you wear Nike, even everybody feels like they're an athlete, right? So very similar to you want to create that kind of a mindset for your audience, for your customers, right? So highlight the key benefits and features of your takeout restaurants that are most appealing to your target audience. So not necessarily it has to be takeout, it can be a dining or a delivery. So why customers should feel kind of, you know, resonate with your messaging. Basically, that means that what are the key benefits that they are getting when they use your service or when they consume your products or when they wear your brand products or your brand logos or things like that, right? Craft your messaging in a way that address their needs, right? Their needs. Are you fulfilling their needs? Not possible 100%, but you can at least work towards achieving the 100% of your customer needs so that they can resonate themselves. Oh, okay, you know, I'm a vegan, so this restaurant provides the best vegan in town or within the city or wherever this locations, this business is, right? They can resonate them, right? Or if you have a best coffee, and they can say, oh, well, I like this Americano or espressos or cappuccino, you know, those kind of a thing. And if you are into smoothie, you can also resonate with your message and provide the needs of the customer, right? So craft your messaging in a way that address their needs, their desires, and the pain points. So this is really, really, very important. You got to understand so that they can resonate. It's once your customers start resonating your brand, your service, your product, they will be LTV, lifetime value customer for your business, right? And the last one is test and refine. All right, so continuously test and refine your marketing effort based on feedbacks and results, right? You got to refine it all the time. Your marketing, one of your plan, one of your strategy is not going to be perfect all the time, or say not every time, right? You cannot have a final one blueprint for marketing. Marketing change, evolve all the time. So you got to have this testing all the time, right? So you got to test every now and then based on feedbacks and also with the results and response that you get from your customer, right? Monitor the performance of your campaign, track customer response rate, and gather feedback from your target audience. Then, once you got all those things, adjust your strategy according to optimize your targeting and messages over time, right? So test and refine. Why do you need that? Because you want to engage your customer. At the same time, once you fulfill this engagement of the customer, they will become LTV for your product. So guys, this is very, very specific, but then very good to know when you are running a marketing campaign, just to make sure that why you doing that is to create a customer engagement. The purpose of to create a customer engagement because you want them to be a lifetime value customer for your business. And the best way to do is define your customer persona, right? As we have already mentioned, and the conduct marketing research, right? Do your research all the time. Business is all about research and innovations. If you do not innovate, do not do research, you're done, right? You're out of the market. People is going to overtake you, and there's going to be another same business, similar business, but different strategy who's going to overtake your business, right? So you don't want to be in that trap. So gear up. Number 3 is utilize social media inside. These platforms are kind of free. Well, actually, unless you do not want to hire social media managers and all those guys to do some sort of a research for you, these informations are basically, it's free. It comes up with the Instagram or the Facebook, right? to define or sort of to filter out what are the key factors that you can assess to target your customer and engage them, right? So assessing your competitor is always good to know and must know and have to know it, because in that way you will not be competing on the same product, but you might just come up with sorts of innovative product for with your competitors, right? So what you need to do is to just come up with a little bit of innovation and you should be all good, right? And then refine your message. Refining your message is really, really important. So try to create in such a way that your consumers are trying to resonate themselves with you by fulfilling their requirements, their feedbacks, their needs, right? And the last one is test all the time. Right, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to share your thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section. At the same time, if you're interested to know more about all these things, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be sharing a lot of contents related to food and related to building a brand and related to marketing strategies and plan in future. And if you would like to know more about food, please do also watch the previous videos. A lot of contents are in this channel, so feel free to share to your friends or somebody who you know would be interested in to learn free of cost using or say referring these contents that I have in the channel. Right, guys, until the next content, you guys take it easy, stay safe. Bye for now.